Hey guys, Jalapeno here with another little DIY. And on today's project, I'm going to show you how to remove and reinstall a toilet. The homeowners are going to have the tile guys replace that chip tile you saw there. So first thing you got to do is turn off the water and remove the supply line. Also, make sure you flush the toilet and remove as much water as you can from the tank. Next, you're going to want to pop off those trim caps. And here I'm using an adjustable wrench to remove those nuts. Just make sure not to lose them. Trust me, it does happen. And you're also going to want to remove that washer and the trim piece there. Now, just get your utility blade and cut the silicone around the base of the toilet. We're just going to put the toilet in a black bag and leave it in the shower. It's just going to be there for one day. I recommend you use some latex gloves to remove the wax ring. And you'll probably need a putty knife to remove the excess as well. And now, as you can see, the tile has been replaced and it's time to reinstall that toilet. Oh, and I forgot to mention, always cover that hole to make sure the gases don't come up. Next step is to get your wax ring and put it on the flange. Just make sure that the flange doesn't have any cracks and it's in good shape. And then just go ahead and place that wax ring there like I mentioned earlier. And now I'm going to be reusing the old closet bolts. That way I don't have to cut the new ones down. Just make sure those bolts are parallel to the back wall. And now just make sure to align those bolts into the holes at the base of the toilet. Once the bolts are in the holes, give it a nice firm push into the wax ring. This is a super important step. Just make sure you don't lift the toilet anymore after you've already pushed it into the wax ring. And now as you see here, I'm going to put that white trim piece first, the washer, and now the nut. Again, just make sure you tighten everything up pretty good and then put that cap back on. Don't forget to do that to the other side as well. It's now time to connect the water supply line. Just make sure you tighten it really good and turn the water back on. And there we go. Look, super simple, right? Let the tank fill with water, and I always recommend not to silicone after you flush the toilet. So just go ahead and flush the toilet and keep an eye at the base of the toilet. That way you know if there's any water leaking. If you apply the silicone before flushing it, then you're not going to know if there's any water leaks. So just make sure you keep that in mind. And you also want to always leave a little gap behind the toilet. That way in the future, if there's any leaks or anything, you'll be able to know. Because like I said, if you just silicone around the whole base of the toilet, you're not going to know if there's any moisture underneath. So just leave a little gap at the back with no silicone and you should be good. The homeowner's happy that his tile is fixed and now he's got his toilet back, and that's pretty much it. Jalapeno solution. Boom.